everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. And we, of course, are game number 2 tonight on C103 as well. Welcome to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. I'm Ken Smith along with Phil Ronimus. Sarah Rigdon is our producer on the radio with C103. Matt Hildebrand, our producer for TV tonight on Good Guys Radio TV. Phil and I are at North Adams High School where the Green Devils are hosting the Indians of Peebles. Let's talk about the Peebles Indians with our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. The Indians are 3-2 overall. They are 3-1 in conference play. Currently in third place of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. They are averaging 63.2 points per game and allowing their opponents to score 51.4 points per game. Now, looking at North Adams, they are at the top of Division I in the Shack. They are 4-1 overall. They are 4-0 in conference play, undefeated. And they are averaging, get this, 59.6 points per game, slightly less than Peebles, but allowing their opponents to score only 39.6 points per game, which is less than Peebles gives up. I think defense is going to be the key in this game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to look at our Magulac Tire Service rosters right after this on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Welcome back to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's take a look at our first Magulac Tire Service roster with Peebles, Phil.
Okay, Indians are coached by Josh Airy, who's in his 15th year, assisted by Chris Reed, Tim Grooms, Weston Browning, Michael Walls, and Tyler Ryan. AD Josh Airy, Principal Steve Appleman, Superintendent Don Wallace. For the Indians tonight, number 3 will be Garrett Shively, 5'11", and a senior. Also at 5'11", but a junior wearing number 5, Colin Sims. 10 tonight will be Grady Caneldi, 6'2", and a junior. At 6'3", and a senior wearing number 12, Carson Reed. 22 will be Connor Gross. He's 6 feet even and a sophomore. The lone freshman at 5'9", wearing 23, Bo Johnson. 24 will be Chase Shoemaker, 6 feet even and a sophomore. Also at 6 feet even, but a junior wearing 30, Paxton Ryan. 32 will be Hayden Browning, 5'11", and a senior. At 6 feet even and a sophomore wearing 34, Josh McClary. 40 will be Cash Hayslip. He's 6'1" and a senior, and an inch taller at 6'2", and a junior wearing number 44, Wyatt Smart. And that's a look at the Indians roster.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show with a look at North Adams right after this.
The world may feel like a crazy place right now, and it tends to make one worry about the future. One thing is for certain, your future should include life insurance. At Mitchell Family Insurance Agency, they can help you determine the right life insurance needed to protect your family's future. because that's the future you worry about the most. The Mitchell Family Insurance Agency has moved to a new office on the corner of Steam Furnace Road and Main Street in Peebles, directly across from their old location. Call 937-587-2430 or visit their website at mitchellfamilyins.com.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Green Devils, coached by Austin McCormick, his rookie year as the varsity coach. Brock Pistol, Ryan Unger, and Jeff Strickler are his assistants. AD Katie Reagan, Carl Berger is principal, superintendent Don Wallace. Number 2 will be Jace Rothwell, 6'1", and a senior. Also 6'1", but a junior wearing number 3, Caleb Eldridge. Number 4 is Connor Young, 6'4", and a senior. At 6 feet even and a sophomore. Number 5, Jesse Kennedy. 11 will be Connor Rogers, 6'1", and a senior. At 6 feet and a junior wearing number 12, Dalton Pence. 14 tonight will be Carson Osborne, 6'1", and a senior. At 5'9", and junior, 20, Colin Toll. 22 is Thaddeus Moore. He's 6'1", and a sophomore. At 5'11", and a senior, number 23, Christian Schweikert. And 24 will be Carson Davis, 6'2", and a freshman. And an inch shorter at 6'1", and a senior wearing 34, Caleb Diatley. And that's a look at the Green Devils roster.
All right, we will look at cheerleaders and starters when we come back after honoring America here courtside. Again, you're listening to Good Guys, or watching GoodGuysRadioTV.com and also C103. We'll take another break and be back to wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Southern Ohio Tire, your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an eye-catching 1.5-story cabin-style home on State Route 770 near the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan has an eat-in kitchen, wraparound porch, and full walkout basement, plus 11 acres with mature woodland, trails, and stocked pond. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show courtside at North Adams High School. Phil, let's look at the cheerleaders for both ball clubs.
Okay, for the Indians, we have Chloe Wesley, Gracie Pollard, Emma Bird, Bria Brown, Jackie Myers, Megan Schmitz, Ava Brumley, Aaliyah Purcell, Caleb Hall, Addison Puckett, Kendall Young, Taylor Van Fleet, Amron Carroll, Kiera Bird, McKenna Purvis, Emily Burns, Kiana McKinley, and Kylie Mae Hayslip. For the Devils tonight, we have Elena Mays, McKinley Thompson, Paige Alexander, Sierra Scales, Bentley Schweikert, Emma Jones, Hannah Hessler, Julia Wagner, Carissa Ham, Kensley Cornett, Kensley Mathias, Mia Scales, Abby Fields, Aubrey Gill, Brooklyn Mahon, Kara Scales, Lena Pistol, Riley Kirker, Addison Orms, Kinsley Fogel, Kylie Moore, and Kinsley McLeese. The coach for the Peebles cheerleaders were Jody Bird, and the coach for the Green Devils is Sally Anderson.
All right, that's a look at the cheerleaders for both ball clubs. Let's take a look at who is going to be our Magulac Tire Service starters for tonight.
Okay, for the starters for the Indians, we have number 3, Garrett Shively, a senior, 10, Grady Caneldi, a junior, Carson Reed, a senior, Bo Johnson, the lone freshman on the roster for Peebles, and 34, Josh McClary, will be the starters for the Indians. For the Devils, we have Jace Rothwell, a senior, Connor Young, also a senior, Connor Rogers, a senior, Carson Osborne, a senior, and Breeston Schweikert, a senior. So all the seniors are starting for North Adams, and that's a look at the starters for both ball clubs.
Yeah, interesting. 5 seniors starting at North Adams. On the side of Peebles, you've got 2 seniors, 1 junior, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. So those are your Magulac Tire Service starters for tonight. That completes the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Well, almost. I forgot one thing, Phil. That's the officials.
Okay, our officials tonight, veteran crew, been around for a while. Drew DeLattelle, Scott Jenkins, and Dave Hopkins will be our men in stripes tonight.
All right, we'll take one final break and be back with tip-off right after this.
Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie Chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
We are ready to rock and roll here tonight at North Adams High School. Highly anticipated matchup between the Peebles Indians and the North Adams Green Devils. And it will be Peebles in their visiting uniforms, which are red with white numerals. And on the flip side, the home team, who controls the tip, by the way, it's the North Adams Green Devils. Their white home uniforms with green numerals and some yellow stripes as well. And we've got a player going to the floor and a foul committed already to start things off. That foul's going to go against Peebles.
Yes, and that's going to be on Grady Caneldi. His first little forearm action there as he drove to the as Rogers drove to the basket.
So North Adams with the basketball. Rogers will have it out top. He'll get it to Schweikert. Schweikert, top of the key. Passes to Rogers, right wing. Rogers drives inside, gets stopped. Then passes back out to Rothwell. Rothwell penetrates from the right side wing, kicks it out in the corner for a 3 look. That one bounced all around the rim. Connor Young couldn't get it to go, but guess what? Carson Osborne puts it back up and in.
And first points of the game go to North Adams. Mr. Osborne, he's been averaging 6.6 per game.
McClary with the basketball goes inside to Canelti at the elbow. Back out it goes. Left wing, it'll be Shively. Shively hands it off to McClary, and they'll reset. Back out top of the key with it is going to be Carson Reed. Man-to-man defense being applied by North Adams. Again, I think defense is the key to this game. Both these teams scoring well this season. Who's going to be able to apply the proper defense to hold somebody below their average? Peebles working it around the three-point arc. Left side Reed, back out top. It's going to go to McClary. McClary dribbles it off something. And it's a steal. Schweikert ahead for North Adams. Nice head fake. Oh, that one pops out live. Rims tonight at North Adams. And Peebles gets the rebound. Ahead they go. Shively driving in right side up and in. We're tied at 2-all.
Garrett Shively with the first points for Peebles. He's averaging 9 points on the season.
Peebles playing man-to-man defense. North Adams with it out top. Osborne passes left side to Schweikert. He'll pass it back out top to Osborne. Osborne off a screen. Decides to drive left side of the lane. Kicks it out in the corner for another three. Look, this time it's Rogers, and he nails it.
First three of the game going to Connor Rogers. He's averaging 6.4, so he's halfway there to his average.
Bo Johnson with the basketball. Passes right side McClary. Back to Johnson. Reverses left side Reed. Reed taking a look inside. Skip court pass. Now they go in the corner to Johnson for a long two, I think. Doesn't matter. It missed. So the other direction we go is North Adams had the rebound. Rogers with it. Kicks it out. Schweikert likes the three. That one off the back of the rim. No good. Ball's loose. Rogers tracks it down for North Adams. Green Devils will reset. Nice pass. Rogers to Schweikert for a reverse. Up and in. Down underneath.
That was pretty, Ken.
Good floor awareness there by Rogers, knowing exactly where his teammate was at. Reed with it. Same thing on the other end, except they kick it out. Shively could have tried that same reverse, but decided to pass it back out, and then something happened. Phil, was it tipped away?
Yes, it was tipped away by North Adams over on the left side of Peebles' basket.
Stick with us after the game for the Willie & Son Trucking post game. We'll talk to the winning coach. That is sponsored by ACRMC Family Medicine. They sponsor Coach's Comment Show.
Peebles just missed an easy layup there. They did not see the gentleman under the basket that time.
And now they're going to turn it over. Schweikert comes up with it ahead. Rothwell, shot is up underneath. Nope, pops out. And Rothwell out to Rogers for a three. No good. Rothwell with a tip back. It's good, and he's fouled. Chase Rothwell will go to the line for the old-fashioned three.
And that foul's going to be on Carson Reed. That will be his first. Team second for Peebles.
Our big weekend of football continues. OU won their game today on 99.5 The Edge. Tomorrow it'll be Ohio State versus Tennessee in the CFP. Pregame at 6:30, kickoff at 8 p.m. And then, of course, don't forget the Bengals on Sunday on 99.5 The Edge. Rothwell gets the bonus. Starting to get away here a little bit. Peebles needs to get some more points on the board. They only have two. With the basketball, McClary out on the right side wing. He'll bring it out top. Passes back to the right side to Reed. Reed with a hook pass to Canelti on the baseline. Now a backdoor cut. Deflected, though. It'll go out of bounds off North Adams. They were trying to get Shively on the cut.
Josh McClary is the second leading scorer for Peebles this year. He's averaging 12.8, so he needs to get going.
McClary gets it into Reed, and they bring it out. Now they go back into Shively. Again, it gets tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off North Adams.
People seem to be forcing it in where you got a very close defense right now.
Well, neither team with a tremendous amount of size.
Exactly.
So they match up really well. So Canelti on the inbound, again, it's tipped away. So Peebles will do it a third time. By the way, we want to thank First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. There's a First State Bank branch near you in Southern Ohio and Northern Kentucky. On the inbound, they go out top. With it is going to be Johnson. Finds McClary off a screen for a three. No good. Rebound controlled by Rothwell. Rothwell's going to push it up the floor. 3-on-3. Takes it himself. Puts it up and in.
Chase Rothwell with 4 now. Actually 5 because he made that foul shot.
H&R Block, they sponsor our scoreboard update. We'll look at it after we come back because there's a timeout on the floor. Stick with us. We're back right after this.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
At courtside, ladies and gentlemen, so far North Adams will do what North Adams do, and that's run and gun.
Exactly.
So Peebles needs to settle into their game. Let's look at the H&R Block scoreboard update. 3:52 to go in the first quarter. North Adams on top by 10, 12-2. Let's see if Peebles can get a score here. McClary passing left side to Paxton Ryan, new guy in the game, and it ends up as a turnover, as that pass was tipped around by Osborne and ended up going out of bounds off Ryan. So that did not work out well for the Indians.
Third turnover for the Indians. Also in the game for the Indians, Hayden Browning came in after that last timeout.
Schweikert passes to Rothwell. Now left side they go, and then inside back to outside for Rogers. Schweikert, right side wing. Wow, long three off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Peebles, and a foul committed in the backcourt by North Adams.
Foul's going to be on Connor Young, number 4. That will be his first, team's first for North Adams. Scored 12-2 with 3:20 left to go here in this first quarter.
We'd like to thank Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block for sponsoring our scoreboard update. We're right where we were before as far as score goes. Only the clock has changed. 12-2. North Adams on top. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Osborne. Peebles will now inbound in front of the North Adams bench. They'll inbound to McClary. North Adams still showing a man-to-man defensive set. McClary crossover dribble. Passes right side to Shively. Shively out behind the three-point line. Hands it off to Browning. Back to Shively. Shively to Browning for a three. It's good. That's what Peebles needed.
And that's first points of the game for Hayden Browning, just into the game.
Rogers with the basketball. Rogers passes to Schweikert on the baseline. They kick it back out to Rothwell. Right side, Osborne for a three. That one pops out. Rebound controlled by the Indians. Reed with the basketball. Reed has it on the right side of the floor, and he's going to be able to draw a foul off of Schweikert.
That will be Mr. Schweikert's first foul of the game. In for North Adams, 34, Caleb Diatley. He's been getting a lot more playing time here recently, averaging 1.6 points from the field, 50% from the foul line.
He replaced Connor Young. Peebles will inbound to Reed. He'll be out top. Coming out to get it's McClary. McClary will set the offense. Looks like everything's going to go through McClary. Pass goes into Ryan. Ryan just past the free throw line inside the paint. Up for two. It's good.
Nice little floater there.
It was. Nice, pretty shot. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rothwell has it. Passes right side to Osborne. Osborne to Schweikert on a cut. Hands it off underneath. Oh, couldn't get it to go. That was Diatley. Might have been too far under. And Shively on a drive is fouled. And there are 3 possible Green Devils who could be called for that.
And we're going to give that one. We're not. They are the officials to Caleb Diatley. That will be his first, team's third for North Adams.
It was on the floor, so Peebles will inbound underneath the basket. They'll get it into Reed. Reed with it, and a spin move inside the paint. Off-balance shot, no good. Diatley pulls down the rebound, hands it off to Rothwell. Ahead they go to Rogers. Rogers trying to see if he can penetrate. He does. Scoop shot up and in. Ends a bit of a dry spell for North Adams. Back the other direction, McClary has it with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Right side, open for a three is Browning. He nails it.
Yeah, Hayden Browning with 2 threes here in this first quarter.
And suddenly it's a 4-point ball game. Rothwell brings it up the floor. Passes right side Rogers. He likes the long three, and that bangs home. Woo!
He's got 2 threes.
McCleary with the basketball for Peebles. Crossover dribble. Stops at the top of the key. Goes right side. Shively, not a good pass. It's picked off. Osborne with a steal. Ahead, Diatley on the run out. It's good.
Caleb Diatley breaks into the scoring column with that layup.
McCleary with the basketball for the Indians. 48 seconds on the clock. He'll bring it top of the key for the reset. Nothing goes better with basketball than Snappy Tomato Pizza. Call your order in right now at Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman or West Union. Proud sponsors of Shack Basketball on C103. McCleary with it out on the left side wing. Looking for a screen. Instead, tries the three. That one's no good. Rebound, Shively controls it. Back up and in. Garrett Shively sticking with it. 13 seconds on the clock. Rogers has it. Below 10 now to Rothwell. They're going to try and get a shot here. A final with 4 seconds. Rothwell with a three. No good. Rebound controlled by McCleary. And a three-quarter court shot. Ooh, that just barely missed.
Yep.
We will end the first quarter with North Adams leading Peebles by 7, 19-12. We're back right after this.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snappy Delivery.
You're listening to the Shack Sports Network on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. With the basketball, the Indians, McCleary out top, head fake. They're going to say a kick there. Osborne thought he was going to get a wide open layup, but it hit his leg, so that'll be called for a kick. Excellent job by the official spotting that. So Peebles with the basketball again. McCleary out top. Goes left side. Three-point shot by Ryan. No good. Diatley on the rebound, hands it off to Rothwell. He'll bring it up the floor for the Green Devils. Peebles in man-to-man defense. With the basketball left side, Osborne. He'll dribble it around to the right side wing. Passes it to Schweikert. Now to Young. Schweikert and Young working it on the right side. Schweikert penetrated and tried to dish it off to Diatley. Unselfish play, but Diatley, I think, was just looking to see if he could get a rebound.
Exactly. In for Peebles, Carson Reed. Yes, Schweiker was already in the air, and as high as he can jump, he should have gone ahead and taken that one.
Yep. So it ends up as a turnover. Peebles with the basketball. Out on the right side, Browning. Browning picks up his dribble. Gets it to Reed near the right side low block. Reed working it. Spin move. Shot up. No good. Rebound controlled by North Adams. Osborne's got it. Osborne will push it up the floor. That's what North Adams does. Takes it all the way inside. Shot was no good, and Diatley commits a foul on the rebound.
And that will be Caleb Diatley's second foul. Coming in for North Adams will be 24. Carson Davis replacing Mr. Diatley.
Southern Hills Community Bank. They sponsor our tip-off show for each and every basketball game. So be sure to tune in early for the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show. Peebles feeds it inside Canelti across the lane, and Reed is fouled on the shot. North Adams fans don't like it. They thought it was a clean block. I think there was a foul with the body. I think it's a good call, and that should put Reed on the line to shoot two.
It will. That foul's on Breeston Schweikert, his second.
Coming up at halftime, our producer back in the studio, Sarah Rigdon, will bring you the Higgins Steel Roofing studio update.
And for North Adams, Connor Rogers coming back in.
It's all part of our Barry's Chevrolet halftime report. Barry Chevrolet can hook you up the keys to a new vehicle. We're going to give you the keys to the second half with the Barry Chevrolet halftime report. And one free throw was good, make it 19-13. North Adams leading. Still early in the second quarter. North Adams with the basketball. Rothwell goes left side. Now inside they go to Davis. Davis working. Oh, nice head fake. Got himself a wide open shot.
Carson Davis just into the game with his first 2 points.
Back the other direction. Browning, nice give and go. He gets it back up and in.
Hayden Browning now with 8 for the Indians.
5:56 to go in the first half. Rothwell hands it off out top to Rogers. Both teams doing some really cool things. This is a fun game to watch.
Yes, it is.
Young drives the right side of the paint. He scoops it up and in.
Connor Young breaks into the scoring column. His first basket of the game as well for the North Adams Devils.
North Adams Green Devils lead it by 8. 23-15 the score. With the basketball, Ryan, and somebody's going to be called for a reach.
Foul's going to be on Connor Rogers. That will be his first, team's first here in this second quarter. Back in for the Indians, Garrett Shively.
And Shively's going to inbound in front of the North Adams bench. He'll inbound to Johnson. Johnson will dribble it around to the left side, out behind the three-point line. Now popping out top, Browning. Right side, it's going to go to Reed. He drives in, stops and pops at the right side low block and gets it to go. Back the other direction. North Adams not wasting any time. Rogers with it. Hands it off left side to Young. Young reverses right side to Rothwell. Now they go down low. With it is Davis. Davis on a turnaround. Nice. Up and in.
Carson Davis with 2 quick points here.
Oh, Peebles is going to be called for a travel in the backcourt. That is an unfortunate turnover for the Indians. Somebody came in.
I believe number 5, Jesse Kennedy, in for North Adams. First time here in the varsity game. Played several minutes there in the JV game.
Rothwell with the basketball on the inbound. He's got it right side corner. Dribbles out to the right side wing. North Adams taking a little time here. Now they go to Davis, right side corner, back to Rothwell. He's got it top of the key for 3, rims out. Shively on the rebound. Outlet pass will go to Reed. Peebles is going to try and run it up the floor. Reed picks up his dribble, finds Browning, and Browning is fouled on the left side low block. And I believe Peebles' coaching staff wanted him to shoot that. Get that close and you're going to get fouled. You might as well throw it up and shoot a couple free throws.
Exactly. Fouls on Jesse Kennedy, his first, team's 4th here in this quarter.
Peebles will inbound to Shively in the corner. Gets it to the elbow and then passes out top to Johnson. They're going to set the offense. Johnson dribbling out top, goes left side Shively. He's got to look for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Young for North Adams. They'll push it up the floor. And, they'll turn it over. A pass intended for Rogers. He tried to catch it with his dribbling hand and go, and he should have put 2 hands on it.
Exactly. Garrett Shelby on that last 3 for the Indians. A little flat on that shot from about 3 feet beyond the arc on the left side.
4:08 to go in the first half. With the basketball is going to be McClary. Hands it off to Johnson. H&R Block, they sponsor our scoreboard update. Turn up your radio. 25-17, North Adams leading Peebles with 3:52 to go in the first half. Peebles with the basketball, out top, McClary. Again, North Adams leading Peebles, 25-17. Johnson gets it left side wing. Likes the 3, but it's blocked. It was tipped at least. Davis ends up with it for North Adams. Ahead it goes, right side Kennedy. Kennedy brings it top of the key, passes left side to Rothwell, and he'll bring it out top and reset. Down to 3:23 to go. Well, they'll find Kennedy in the corner for a three. It's no good. Long rebound. Chasing it down is going to be Young. Back inside to Davis, and he's going to be fouled. That'll be on the floor.
Foul's going to be on Hayden Browning. His first back in for the Indians will be 30. Paxton Ryan said Browning had his hands on the back as the North Adams player was trying to post up down on the block on the left side.
Big Friday night on all three stations, C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV. Hope you're enjoying watching this game. We won't have another game until Monday. Nice three-point shot. Connor Rogers drains it.
Connor Rogers' third three of the game so far. Only a single two-point goal.
Biggest lead of the game for North Adams at 11. Shively with it into Browning at the free throw line. Back to Shively. Now right side, Reed tries the three. It looked good, but it popped out. And on the rebound, North Adams able to save it back into Davis. He'll get it to Rothwell. Here come the Devils. Rogers for three. Nope, that one's no good, but Davis got the rebound. He's double teamed. Hands off to Young, who is fouled on a reverse. Or a spin move, I should say. That's going to put Rogers on the line to shoot two.
Foul's going to be on Carson Reed. That's going to be his second team foul for Peebles.
Begin your pathway to completion today at Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu. That way you can start your pathway to completion. A big thank you to Southern State Community College for sponsoring basketball. That is Shack Basketball on C103.
And for Peebles, number 10, Grady Caneldi returning. Ken, I did not say this before, but Connor Young was 100% from the free throw line for that till just then, and I didn't say anything, and he missed it.
Well, it wasn't your fault then. You didn't jinx it. Well, he missed them both.
Exactly.
Score remains North Adams 28, Peebles 17. Peebles has the basketball. Still 2:20 to go in the first half. With the basketball over on the left side wing is McClary. Trying to get him open off the screen. That didn't work. Goes to Browning. Browning drives the baseline. Dishes off underneath. Shot up and good by Canelti.
Nice look underneath there after Hayden Browning drove down partway to get that ball to Canelti.
Rothwell to Kennedy. Off the screen. It'll be Rogers for a three. It's no good. We got a foul somewhere. Nope, 3-second call. Lane violation. You don't see those too often. No, it was a foul. Player control foul. Who'd they call that on? And put it up on the board. You may have to check the book.
Yeah.
All right, Peebles will have the basketball. A minute 50 to go in the first half.
That foul was on Jesse Kennedy. That will be his second, both here in this quarter.
So with the basketball is going to be Ryan. Goes left side. Browning again drives in on the baseline. Kicks it out right side. McCleary, he's got a wide open look for three. No good. And Shively with a rebound on the backside. Put back up and good.
Good little hang time that time for Shively once he got up in the air on that rebound to get the basket to go.
Cuts it to a 7-point lead for North Adams. Rothwell traveled. Good call. Good call by the officials.
Yep, took that extra step that time.
Yep.
Trying too hard down in the paint there to get the easy left-hand roll.
1:15 to go in the first half. McCleary brings it up the floor for the Indians. North Adams still in a man-to-man defensive set. Backdoor cut, Shively up and in. Beautiful play.
Garrett Shively with two quick goals here in this second quarter.
5-point ball game. Rothwell hands it off to Rogers out on the left side wing. Rogers working hard. Goes back to Rothwell. He's in the corner. Holds it there. Now inside to Davis. Well, at the elbow. Davis working inside the paint. He gets the half hook. It's up and in.
Davis now with 6 points on this quarter. He was only averaging 1.6.
With the basketball, McCleary. Dribbles to the right side wing and then decides to bring it out top. 27 seconds on the clock. They're going to try and work it for one. Peebles would like to go into the locker room. trailing by 5 instead of 7. Or a three-point shot, I guess, would make it trailing by 4. Yep. With the basketball, McClary down to 10 seconds. McClary dribbles to the right side. Got to get it to somebody. Goes inside Canelti. Canelti down low. Works it up and in. That's how we'll end the first half. It's a 5-point ball game. North Adams 30, Peebles 25. Stick with us. The Berry Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snappy Delivery.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Welcome back to the Berry Chevrolet halftime. Courtside at North Adams High School, where the North Adams Green Devils lead it by 5, 30-25, and a new half-time game here, Phil. They're doing some putting there to try and win, putting the length of the floor. That's kind of cool. I like it. Oh, she almost made it.
I'm going to say she was off, 6 inches maybe from the length of the basketball court.
All right, let's look at scoring by the quarters in that first half. It was North Adams outscoring Peebles by 7 as they jumped out to an early lead, a 10-point lead actually. At one point it was 12-2, and then Peebles got back into scoring. Anyway, the score at the end of the first, 13-12, 7-point lead for North Adams. Guess what? Peebles won the second quarter by 2 points, outscoring North Adams 13-11, but that still leaves North Adams with that 5-point lead, 30-25 at halftime. We're going to send it back to the studio. Sarah Rigdon will have your Higgins Steel Roofing studio update. We'll be back with more of the Berry Chevrolet halftime right after this.
The world may feel like a crazy place right now, and it tends to make one worry about the future. One thing is for certain, your future should include life insurance. At Mitchell Family Insurance Agency, they can help you determine the right life insurance needed to protect your family's future, because that's the future you worry about the most. The Mitchell Family Insurance Agency has moved to a new office on the corner of Steam Furnace Road and Main Street in Peebles, directly across from their old location. Call 937-587-2430 or visit their website at MitchellFamilyINS.com.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
Southern Ohio Tire, your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an eye-catching 1.5-story cabin-style home on State Route 770 near the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan has an eat-in kitchen, wraparound porch, and full walkout basement, plus 11 acres with mature woodland, trails, and stocked pond. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information. Welcome back to the Berry Chevrolet Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what happened in that first half. Phil, I said defense was going to be key in this game, and I think at times that was the case with North Adams, able to hold Peebles in some little stretches of no scoring.
Yes, tight defense by both teams. A lot of faking in the middle for the shots as far as that goes, so they get people up in the air. But it's been, as the Mr. Hopkins, one of the officials, told us, been a very clean game so far.
Yeah, yes, it has.
So,
what do you got scoring-wise for everybody in that first half?
Peebles has nobody in double figures yet, but they have 5 people who have scored. We got Shively with 8, Kennelly with 4, Carson Reed with 3, Paxton Ryan with 2, and Hayden Browning with 8. 6 of his came from 2 3-pointers in that first quarter. 7 gentlemen have scored for North Adams. We have Jace Rothwell with 5, Connor Young with 2, which is below his average. Connor Rogers, the only person in double figures. He has 11, and 9 of those have come from beyond the arc. Carson Osborne with 2, Breeston Schweiker with only 2. That's a surprise right there. Carson Davis with 6 on that second quarter, and Caleb Diatley with a single 2-point goal. So scoring is spread out around. Turnovers about the same, 5-4 with Peebles. Both teams are shooting. North Adams, 60% in the first quarter from inside the arc, 80% in the second quarter. Well, listen to Peebles, 3 for 3 first quarter, 100%, 6 for 7, 85% in the second quarter. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Now, of course, North Adams getting a few more shots, but my gosh, that's high.
It is. It's a shooter's game, and we are just about ready for the second half. And, in fact, we're going to keep it right here because it looks like everybody is set and ready for the second half. That'll do it for your Barry Chevrolet halftime report. It's going to be North Adams with the basketball to start our second half. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Magulac Tire Service starters of the second half. Looks like for North Adams, it's going to be the original starters.
Yes, which was Rothwell, Young, Rogers, Osborne, and Schweiker.
And on the Peebles side, probably the same thing. Shively gets a steal, so North Adams will start off with a turnover. Shively hands it off out there to McClary. Now they go in the corner for a 3-shot, no good by Reed. Backside rebound, though, controlled by Peebles, and that is Browning out there, so
Yes.
that's a difference in the starting lineup second half for Peebles.
Yes. So we have McClary, Bo Johnson, Reed, Shively, and Browning, I believe.
Browning with the basketball. It's going to go out top to McClary. Man-to-man defense still being applied. And now Shively tries a 3 and gets it to go.
Garrett Shively with his first 3. It gives him 11. Now he's in double figures for the Indians.
It's a 2-point ball game. Back the other direction. Well, it was. Only for a few seconds. As nailing a 3-point shot, Connor Rogers.
His 4th of the game.
And he's the one that's like already double his scoring average. And back on the other end, who was that,
McClary
Phil?
from downtown, about 6 feet behind the arc on the right side.
So back to a 2-point ball game. Schweiker trying to drive in. And that, again, is back to your defense. They're really keying on Breeston Schweikert. And he is having trouble getting open looks. He's fouled as he tries to penetrate on the left side.
That was going to be McClary. That's going to be his first. North Adams has Kennedy, Schweikert, and Diatley with 2 fouls each. North Adams, or Peebles, only has Reed with 2.
Schweikert tries a long 3. It's no good. Young picks up a rebound, brings it out, goes back inside, and a turnaround shot inside by, I'm sorry, that was Young. That was Rogers, I think, that had it in the corner. So Young couldn't get the shot to go, and on the rebound this time, it goes out of bounds off Peebles.
Yeah, Schweikert's been averaging 17 on the year, and he's only had 2 there at halftime.
Well, he has got somebody guarding him pretty close, and right now it's McClary. Schweikert does have it, drives in on the left side, off-balance shot, off the glass, and good. That was pretty wild looking.
Yes, that gives him 4.
Nice body control. They try to go inside to Reed on a cut. It's tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off North Adams.
And coming back in for Peebles, 30, Paxton Ryan, replacing Kenneldy.
Well, Peebles trying to keep people fresh because North Adams loves to run. They'll inbound to Reed out on the left side wing. Goes out top, Shively. Finds down underneath. He finds Ryan to put it up and in.
Paxton Ryan with his 4th point.
That was a nice play. 2-point ball game again. With it is going to be Young to Schweikert. Schweikert trying to get it to Rogers, and they're not going to let him get the ball. Now Young has it. Left side Rothwell, out top Schweikert. There's your 3 look, and it's good.
And that gives Schweikert 7 now, so he's working on that average.
Handoff out top. McClary drives inside the lane, loses his footing, but still keeps his dribble. Gets the shot off, but it was off balance and no good. With it is going to be Osborne. Back the other direction. Osborne in the paint with a floater. He'll be called for the player control foul. So North Adams gets charged with that foul, and that'll be a turnover. Thanks again to one of our season sponsors, Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community.
I think they gave that to Carson Osborne.
I thought it was a player control foul. Was that a screen or something instead? Anyway, out top Ryan for three. It's no good. And ahead, Schweikert threads the needle to Young, but it didn't quite connect. It got tipped by somebody, by an Indian, that is, and it goes out of bounds. So North Adams will inbound underneath. Young looking to get it in. He does. Rothwell in the corner. Hands it off to Young. He loads the three, and it's good. Make it 41-33. North Adams leading Peebles. North Adams scoring at will. And the Indians trying to stay with them. McClary has it. Dribbles to the right side wing. In the corner to Shively. Now inside Reed. Reed at the right side low block. Pushing his way in. It's up and good.
Carson Reed scoring only his 5th point of the game. He averages 15.5 for the Indians.
Step back three, no good. That was Osborne. Stick back Rogers, no good. And the rebound control by McClary. Opportunity here for the Indians. McClary, left side Ryan. Ryan decides to take it inside. Scoop shot is up and good. Peebles able to capitalize there. Back the other direction. Rothwell kicks it out. Rogers for three. It's no good. Rebound fought for, tipped out of bounds off North Adams.
Peebles get another chance. Still got some man-to-man in the back court. Not a whole lot, just light pressure.
Exactly 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. H&R Block. They sponsor our scoreboard update. Now's a good time to look at it. It's a 4-point ball game. North Adams 41, Peebles 37. Peebles drives in. McClary is going to be called for the player control foul. Good job there by North Adams. Who drew that? Schweikert? Didn't see who that was that took the charge, but McClary's charged with the foul. All right, Shack pregame report brought to you by Ron Lynch with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville and Peebles Save a Lot. That's every game day at 4:45 and just before we go courtside. Schweikert, right side, out top to Osborne. What was that conversation, Phil? Back to Schweikert.
I'll tell you here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rothwell, left side. Maybe not for publication. Is that what you mean?
No, it's fine. It was just Josh said the person was falling backwards before they called the offensive foul on McClary.
Well, that happens. Osborne nails a three, make it 44-37. North Adams on top.
And from where I was sitting, I would have to agree with him.
Yeah. Peebles with the basketball, driving in. Browning. Floater inside, couldn't get it to go. With it is going to be Osborne back the other direction to Schweikert out on the left side wing. Trying to get Schweikert off of a screen. Instead, he decides to penetrate and is fouled on the dribble. By the way, H&R Block. Jeff Newman and his staff sponsor that scoreboard update. H&R Block, the tax professionals in West Union. Some substitutions. Shively's going to come out. Who checked in there? I believe that was Canelty. Canelty back in for Peebles. And anybody else? No, I don't think so. Schweikert for a long three. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Reed. Reed hands it off to McClary. McClary has it out top to set the offense. He likes the three-point shot and gets it to go. Wow, 4-point ball game. As McClary gets the three. And on the other direction, almost a turnover. Schweikert able to save it. Out to Young. Now Rothwell will have it out top. Rothwell on the right side of the lane, dishes off Schweikert for a reverse no-look shot. It didn't go, but he got the rebound, but we've got a foul underneath. And I believe it's going to go against North Adams. It is. Yeah, they're going to say Osborne pushed off to get that ball tipped over to Schweikert.
And that's Osborne's second. In for North Adams, Carson Davis returning.
Stick around after the final buzzer. We will have coaches' comments, and we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. That's all part of the Willie and Son Trucking post game. With the basketball out top, it's going to be Bo Johnson for Peebles. He's now in control of the offense. Passes it to Ryan, who's at the top of the key. He'll get it back to McCleary. McCleary one-on-one against Young. Step back three, no good. Rebound is going to be Davis. Davis with an outlet to Rothwell. North Adams a little slower this transition. In the corner it goes. Young for three, no good. Rebound controlled by Johnson. Johnson's going to try and outrun everybody. His shot was blocked, but foul. He was able to draw the foul, a foul with the body by North Adams.
Foul's going to be on Carson Osborne. That's going to be his third.
Minute 36 to go in the third quarter. 4-point ball game. North Adams leads it 44-40. On the free throw line, the freshman, 5'9", Bo Johnson.
It's the only second time Peebles has been to the foul line tonight.
Well, North Adams has only been there a couple times too.
Right.
First free throw is good. Make it a 3-point game. Another substitution coming in for Peebles.
Back in, Garrett Shively replacing Josh McCleary.
We hope you are enjoying watching this game. Good Guys Radio TV. You can watch on goodguysradiotv.com. Of course, if you're listening to this on tape delay on the radio, you can go back and watch it in the archives or on demand on our YouTube channel or Facebook. Schweikert with it out on the left side wing. Reverses right side Davis. Now they go to Rothwell in the corner. Looking for a cutter. Goes to Schweikert. Schweikert back to Rothwell. He'll penetrate on the baseline. Off balance shot, no good. Shively gets the rebound. Shively's going to push it up the floor. 3-on-3 in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. Off the hands of Ryan. And with it is North Adams, and Peebles commits a foul. Still a minute 2 to go in the third quarter. There were a couple of folks that could have been called for that one. I'm not sure who they gave it to, Phil. Rothwell will have it. Under a minute now. Rothwell taking his time. Peebles still in a man-to-man defensive set. Schweikert with it on the left side wing. Schweikert passes back out on the left side to Young. Young's going to drive in. Oh, his shot is rejected, but there was a foul with the body. Who got that last foul, Phil?
The last foul at the North Adams end was Grady Kennelty.
Well, this one got charged against, I thought he said number 10. So, yeah, that is going to be Kennelty getting this one.
That's his third, and they've all been in this quarter.
It looks like he's going to come out. Free throw by Connor Young is no good. Ryan will come out instead.
In for Peebles, McCleary.
Second free throw by Young also rolls out. Missed opportunity for the Green Devils.
Young's 0 for 4 from the foul line tonight.
Well, let's see if Peebles can tie it up. It's a 3-point game. McCleary has it. 34 seconds. Right side Johnson. Back out to McCleary. 28 seconds on the clock. McCleary, oh, he's got an open lane. Drives in. Shot no good, but he's fouled. Josh McCleary, the sophomore, is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul's going to be on Carson Davis. That will be his first. That'll be the team's 4th here in this quarter. Peebles already has 5 team fouls.
23 seconds on the clock. First free throw is good. Make it 44-42. 2-point game.
Hayden Browning coming in for the Indians, replacing Grady Kennelty.
McCleary's second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Schweikert way up in the air to get the rebound. Gets it to Rothwell. Still 20 seconds for North Adams. North Adams moving slow here as they want to work for one. Popping out for it. Rogers for 3. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Reed. Can he get a shot off? He's tied up in the backcourt, and a foul committed by North Adams.
Foul's going to be on Carson Davis. That will be his second.
And we're in the bonus.
Yes.
Both directions. So that's going to put Peebles on the line with Carson Reed shooting 2, the 6'3 senior. Only 4.5 seconds left.
Or should I say it, Ken? He's 53.8% on the season.
I don't think that'll jinx him. He makes the first one.
Makes the first one.
Make it a 1-point game. He could tie it up with this second one. Wouldn't that be interesting to start the fourth quarter tied? Second one is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound controlled by Young. Schweikert, half-court shot. Nope. That'll do it. 1-point game. North Adams on top. We're back right after this.
Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie Chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Quarter with a 1-point ball game. Peebles has it. Reed inside the three-point line. Shot up, no good. Might have been tipped. And with it is going to be North Adams. Rothwell is going to push it up the floor for the Green Devils. Left side, Rogers. Rogers drives inside, runner in the paint, no good. Davis with a rebound, working to try and put it back up, and he does and gets it to go.
Carson Davis now with 8 on the evening. Averaging 1.6 so far.
I was going to say, that's above his average.
Well above his average.
McCleary will have it out top for Peebles. Goes left side, Reed. Back out top to Shively. Shively hands it off to Reed. Reed on the left side wing. Now goes to Browning. Browning dribbles it to the right side wing. Peebles hanging out behind the three-point line. Nobody's really tried to drive inside. McCleary goes to Johnson. Johnson trying to work himself loose and gets it to Browning. Browning near the right side corner, goes to the elbow, stops and pops. It's good. Back to a 1-point game.
Hayden Browning with his 10th point now.
We're going to see full court pressure out of Peebles. With it is going to be Rothwell. Now that he's got it in control, they're going to back off. So Rothwell walks it up the floor. 6:34 to go. Right side, Schweikert in the corner. Schweikert dribbles it to the wing. Goes back out top to Osborne. Back to Schweikert. Back to Osborne. Now Rothwell left side. They get Schweikert at the elbow. Long two. It's no good. Reed on the rebound for Peebles. Outlet to McCleary. McCleary. He'll have it out top to set the offense for the Indians. North Adams still in a man-to-man defensive set. Browning now has it. He'll dribble around to the left side. Gets to the baseline. He's fouled. It'll be on the floor. So Peebles will look to inbound right underneath. By the way, one of these outstanding athletes will enjoy some Snappy Tomato Pizza because we're going to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game after this one. That'll be part of our Willie & Son Trucking post game. Sponsored by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union. McCleary. Throws it into the backcourt. And what happened? We have a foul. That was a good foul because Rogers was going to have a wide open layup. Peebles a little too strong on the inbound. All right.
Fouls on Hayden Browning, his third. Also, we had Carson Davis on the other end with that last foul for North Adams, his third.
So North Adams will have the basketball, an opportunity to extend the lead beyond 1 point. Schweikert Gets it to Osborne for a long three. No good. Reed pulls down the rebound. And a kick in the backcourt by Rothwell. We'll take a timeout. We're back right after this on the Shack Sports Radio Network.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding, family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, McCleary gets a basket down inside the paint to give Peebles their first lead. I think total, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't think they've led at all. Yeah,
No.
that's maybe the first shot. No, North Adams had the first shot. Yeah, that's the first time Peebles has had a lead. All right, North Adams with the basketball. McCleary called for a foul as he tried to get a steal.
Josh is going to have to watch it. That's his third. They need him in to be the scoring. He's one of the main scorers for Peebles.
We're only about a quarter of the way through the season, so still plenty of usefulness. Oh, a turnover on the inbound as Shively gets a steal. McCleary with it. They're telling him to push it. McCleary drives in and is fouled on the drive. Still plenty of usefulness for that Southern State Community College pocket schedule. And they're going to shoot shots. Tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're back right after this.
Gotcha.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snappy delivery.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. McCleary missed the first, made the second. Peebles now with a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go. North Adams has the basketball. With it is going to be Young. Young bringing it around to the right side, hands it off to Rogers. Now out to Rothwell. Rothwell directs a little bit of traffic. North Adams not used to being on the trailing side of things. Well, I mean, they have lost, one game this season.
I think it was non-league, wasn't it?
It was, yes. They are undefeated in the league so far. Out top with it is Rothwell for three to put North Adams back on top by 1. McCleary with the basketball. 4:28 to go in the basketball game. McCleary goes right side, Reed. Reed trying to drive in, loses his footing. It's turned over as Rogers comes up with it. Rogers taking care of the basketball, hands it off out top to Rothwell. 4:10 to go in the basketball game. Young with it, left side corner to Rothwell. Rothwell driving inside, running shot, bounces out, and Peebles has the rebound. It's loose though, and a foul committed as Rothwell tries to get the ball. That's a good call. Rothwell wasn't happy about it, but it was a good call. He dove and made contact.
And that will be Jace Rothwell's first foul.
Oh, it's only his first.
Right.
What's he complaining about?
Yeah. By the way, Carson Osborne there, his last foul gave him 4. So North Adams does have one player with 4 fouls. Also Carson Davis with 3.
3:50 to go in the ball game. Peebles has it. McCleary out top. Boy, there's a lot of noise in this gymnasium. Shively passes right side to Reed. He'll hand it back to McCleary. It's a 1-point game. McCleary bringing it out near the half-court line to reset. McCleary dribbles to the right side. Penetrates, stops and pops in the paint. It's good.
McClary with 12 points now for the Indians.
1 point lead for the Indians. Rogers to Young. Young, baseline, spin move. He's fouled on the floor. Nobody in the bonus yet. But that'll be, what, 3 team fouls both directions?
I believe so. That's on Garrett Shively, his first.
Timeout on the floor. We're back right after this.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Underneath, with it out top, is going to be Connor Young. Peebles still playing man-to-man. Young goes left side to Schweikert. Now to Rogers. He's got the 3. It rims out. Rebound. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Peebles. No, last touch by North Adams. Peebles ball.
Carson Davis back in for the Devils, replacing Caleb Diatley.
We want to thank Southern State Community College for sponsoring those pocket schedules. They fold up nice and small. They've got every game for every team all season long. You can get one at your next home game or at retailers around the area. Shively with it to Reed. Now McCleary. Man-to-man defense still being applied by North Adams. 2:40 to go in the ball game. McCleary goes right side. With it out on the right side wing was Ryan. They'll reverse left side McCleary. Peebles showing a lot of patience. McCleary gets inside the paint. Off balance shot. No good. Rothwell with a rebound. Leaking out for it. Schweikert. Layup is good. North Adams back on top by 1. Now Peebles is going to call the timeout. We're back right after this.
The world may feel like a crazy place right now, and it tends to make one worry about the future. One thing is for certain, your future should include life insurance. At Mitchell Family Insurance Agency, they can help you determine the right life insurance needed to protect your family's future, because that's the future you worry about the most. The Mitchell Family Insurance Agency has moved to a new office on the corner of Steam Furnace Road and Main Street in Peebles, directly across from their old location. Call 937-587-2430 or visit their website at MitchellFamilyINS.com.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. Timeout. McCleary dribbling with it out top. Now popping out for it, Ryan. Ryan got his player to go. Ryan drives in, couldn't get the shot, and it will be North Adams with a rebound. Rothwell has it. Taking their time. It's a 1-point North Adams lead. Rothwell's going to drive in. Loses it, but is able to draw the foul. That is lucky right there because Rothwell lost his hand on the ball. Are they going to say it's in the act of shooting? It is. So Rothwell's going to go to the line to shoot too. We're going to take a quick break. We're back right after this.
Gotcha.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com. Moisture on the floor, so you didn't miss any action. Rothwell just gets his first one to go to put North Adams on top by 2.
Connor Young went over and got the little mop, and he's on the floor anyhow, and mopped it up and got back on the foul line.
Well, all the players out there are pretty moist from all this activity. And so if anybody hits the floor, they're going to definitely leave a wet spot for sure. Second free throw was also good. It is a 3-point lead. Reed has it, right side low block, loses it away but gets it back. Brings it back out. 1:34 to go in the ball game. North Adams is on top with that 3-point lead. Reed tried to screen, loses it away, turnover, back the other direction. Rothwell on the drive is fouled, and he gets the bonus shot, gets the shot, and he'll go to the line for the bonus. That's what I meant to say. We're going to take a break. We're back with the bonus after this.
Gotcha.
But Schweikert was there to put it back up and in, and North Adams suddenly has a 7-point lead in the corner for 3. That was Ryan, no good. And with the rebound is Rogers. He's fouled in the backcourt. And is it bonus time? I think it is.
Yes.
Yep, so going to the free throw line to shoot 2 is going to be Connor Rogers. So Rogers on the free throw line. It is a 7-point lead for North Adams. That's all happened like in the last 30 seconds, hadn't it, Phil?
Yes.
First free throw is no good.
That was the third foul on Garrett Shively.
Let's take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals in H&R Block in West Union. Second free throw missed as well. North Adams 57, Peebles 50 with 1:04 on the clock, and another foul committed this time by North Adams. So Peebles is not in the bonus, so they will not shoot, but a timeout is called. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Southern Ohio Tire, your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. Wing, they get McCleary out top trying to get open for a 3. Now Browning has it and he's fouled. That will be the 5th foul against North Adams. So Browning is going to go to the line to shoot 2. That is not a bad foul.
No, it's not.
Because they can't shoot for a 3.
And I think that's what they're trying to keep McCleary and Bo Johnson both from doing.
Yeah. So Browning is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He gets the first one. Make it 57-51. By the way, this broadcast is for the private use of the C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com audience. Any other use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without the consent of Dreamcatcher Communications is prohibited. Second free throw, also good. Another substitution, Phil.
We have Grady Kennelly coming back in. Also, Paxton Ryan returning for the Indians.
47.7 seconds, 5-point game. Still a lot of time on that clock. With the basketball is going to be Young, but Peebles committing a foul in the backcourt. And they fouled Rothwell, so they're going to put Jace Rothwell on the free throw line, who, by the way, only averaging 53.3% from the line coming into this game. How's he done tonight, Phil?
You said Rothwell?
Rothwell, yep.
He's 3 for 4, so 75%.
All right, so above his average. Still 45.8 seconds on the clock. Rothwell's first one is good. So that does not help out the Peebles Indians, who committed that foul to stop the clock. Shively's going to check back in for Peebles. He'll replace Kennelly.
So Rothwell now 80% from the line tonight, that is.
Taking his time for his second one. That one pops out, but Schweikert gets a rebound, and he's fouled. That would have been an easy basket if that foul had not been committed, so they're at least going to make Schweikert earn him from the free throw line.
Fouls on Carson Reed. That will be his third for the Indians.
Still 44 seconds on the clock. Schweikert misses the first one. Pops off that hard spot at the back of the rim.
He's been shooting 56.3% from the foul line for the season.
The second one is good, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 59-52, North Adams on top. We're back right after this timeout.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an eye-catching 1.5-story cabin-style home on State Route 770 near the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan has an eat-in kitchen, wraparound porch, and full walkout basement, plus 11 acres with mature woodland, trails, and stocked pond. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie Chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 44 seconds on the clock. Peebles is not done yet. Reed will inbound to McCleary. They are going to have to push it, though. McCleary brings it up the floor, crosses the timeline right at the 40-second mark. Gets out on the right side wing, step back three, no good. Rebound Schweikert, and he's fouled. So we'll walk the other direction to shoot a pair of free throws with Breeston Schweikert on the free throw line. Still 32.3 seconds. It's a 2-possession game.
Fouls on Garrett Shively. That's his fourth, all here in this fourth quarter.
Sorry, make that a 3-possession game. 7-point lead. Schweikert misses the first one. But again, a 3-possession game. So Peebles is going to have to do some really quick scoring, and it misses again. All right, here's an opportunity for the Indians. Reed has it. Off balance 3, and it does not go. Browning with the rebound. Browning at the elbow, tries to go to Reed, and we've got a foul called. It'll be against North Adams, so it will put Peebles on the free throw line. Opportunity to score 2 points without the clock running. 22 seconds.
Fouls on Connor Rogers. That will be his second of the game.
Stick with us for the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show. We're going to talk to the winning coach in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We'll have all of your game stats, and we will name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
Grady Kennelly in for the Indians.
Again, still 22 seconds on the clock. 59-53 the score now. And they're both good, so it's 59-54. So a 5-point game. They go ahead to Schweikert. Oh, they find Davis. Nice. North Adams passes it all the way up the floor with a couple of passes to get an easy score. That's probably going to stick a fork in it as a long three-point shot by McCleary. Final 5 seconds, 61-54. Schweikert goes ahead and lays it in. Make it 63-54, your final score. What a hard-fought ball game by both teams. North Adams comes out on top. Stick with us. The Willie and Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie and Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie and Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie and Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snappy Delivery.
In this, but in that second quarter, Peebles came back and outscored North Adams 13-11. That cut the lead to only 5 points for North Adams at halftime, 30-25. In the third quarter, Peebles won another one, outscoring North Adams by 4 points, 18-14. That gave North Adams only a 1-point lead heading into the fourth and final. Early in that fourth and final, well, 2.5 minutes into that fourth and final, Peebles took their first lead of the game, 47-46. But shortly after that, North Adams regained the lead and led it the rest of the way. They outscored Peebles in the fourth and final quarter, 19-11. That's an 8-point advantage, which gives North Adams the 9-point victory. 63-54, your final score. We're back with more of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right after this.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snappy Delivery.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Phil is still working on those stats for you. So, you know what? We do have head coach Austin McCormick ready to join us for the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. So bear with me, folks. We'll take a quick break for a message from ACRMC Family Medicine, and we'll be back to talk to Austin McCormick right after this.
The world may feel like a crazy place right now, and it tends to make one worry about the future. One thing is for certain, your future should include life insurance. At Mitchell Family Insurance Agency, they can help you determine the right life insurance needed to protect your family's future, because that's the future you worry about the most. The Mitchell Family Insurance Agency has moved to a new office on the corner of Steam Furnace Road and Main Street in Peebles, directly across from their old location. Call 937-587-2430 or visit their website at MitchellFamilyINS.com.
Welcome back to the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show with our Willie and Son Trucking postgame. Head coach Austin McCormick, congratulations. You managed to stay undefeated in shack play with an exciting basketball game. Always a tough rival, the Peebles Indians.
Absolutely. It was a dogfight. Peebles is a great team, extremely well coached. Coach Airy is one of the best in southeastern Ohio. And he just does such a tremendous job. And, it means so much to both communities. It's such a great rivalry. And, it doesn't matter what the records are. It doesn't matter what expectations may be. It's always a dogfight, always. And it proved that tonight. And, Peebles played extremely well.
They did.
They're going to be really scary the rest of the year for other teams in the league, for teams come tournament time.
Well, you got to play them again, too.
Absolutely. And, we have a lot of things that we need to improve on, and they're going to get better throughout the year. Same way with Eastern Brown, same way with all the teams in the league. You have to bring your A game every single night. It's a possibility that you could meet up with them in tournament, too, since we're both Division VI. So, great game, and we're just glad we were able to fight through and come out on top.
What's it mean to the kids to play in front of a packed house like this?
It means everything, and our community always is so supportive, and and so is Peebles. I mean, both programs have such a storied history, and it means so much to them to see the community involvement, and we know that it means so much to them, and you never want to let them down. You want to come out and play hard every single night, because it does mean so much to them, and the kids take that seriously, and it's very important to everybody.
Peebles knew who they needed to stop, and they did a halfway decent job for most of the game of holding some of your key players down, but other guys stepped up, didn't they?
Absolutely, and that's what we have to have every night. I feel like we're too talented, to say if one guy isn't scoring that well, then, things aren't going to happen. We have to be able to have guys step up. We had guys do that tonight. Connor Rogers, just a testament to what his attitude has been. He's worked so hard all offseason, and the other night at White Oak he didn't get a whole lot of minutes because we went with a bigger lineup to rebound against the Brandenburg kid. And, he didn't pout about it. He came into practice. He kept working hard. He waited for his opportunity. And tonight he comes out and he hits a bunch of big shots and plays extremely well.
Yeah, he doubled his aaverage.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than doubled his average.
Yeah. And he shoots it so well. And he's gotten a lot better defensively. And that's where, he's being productive for us. Jace stepped up. I don't know if people realize kind of how hard of a task that we've asked Jace to do in terms of running the one, which he hasn't done at the high school level before, making that switch this year. The majority of the time we have him guard either one of the other team's best ball handlers or their best player. And, there's nights where he's a distributor and he doesn't score a lot, and then there's nights where he steps up and he does that. And I felt like tonight when we needed a big bucket, he stepped up and he did that. And that's what you need from senior leadership. Breeston, he had his moments there. When he plays hard and he plays under control, he's a great player for us. They held him in check tonight for a little while, and foul trouble kind of hurt with that too. He made some big plays. And Carson Davis stepped up and played really well. He's played really well in the summer and in the fall, and he was ready to go tonight. Was a really big post presence for us, especially in the first half, and just overall a well-rounded effort from multiple guys, and just happy that we were able to come out on top.
I would agree. A very well-rounded effort. Everybody played their role tonight. I'm sure Schweikert by now is quite used to being a guy that everyone keys on. Rothwell, the same thing. And again, those two guys both held a little bit low in the first half, but turned it on in the second half. And again, just nice, well-rounded play by your team. Tonight was my first night getting to watch you play this season so far. I've been covering other teams, and this was my first opportunity. I thought at least, that I was going to see a lot of cool heads and your team not get rattled, and I was right. They never got rattled, even when Peebles took the lead for the first time in the fourth.
And you expect that, having 6 seniors that play a chunk of the minutes and having the leadership that we do. And, we need to have that night in and night out because, we play an extremely tough conference. Our non-league schedule is tough, and when it comes tournament time, there's going to be times when teams make runs, and you have to have that fortitude to fight through it. And we did a pretty good job of that tonight. Still a lot of things to get better at defensively, pushing the basketball. Peebles kind of exploited some of those things tonight against us. But overall, happy with the effort from our guys.
Yeah. You're starting to sound like a veteran coach already, saying that there's still things we need to do better.
There absolutely is.
It's never perfect, is it?
No, you always have to improve, and there's always things to build on, and we have to continue to do that.
Well, Coach McCormick, you're off to a great start this season. You're off now, I guess, until after the holiday. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have Hillsboro coming up the 28th. We're having an alumni night for people who played for Winchester, Seaman, or Wayne High School. So bringing those guys in and honoring them. They're doing a benefit for a member of the community who has childhood cancer right now. So should be a good time around the holidays. Come out and watch some basketball.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I actually forgot to have my flyer with me tonight about that. They are raising money at that game on the 28th. Young individual, if I remember correctly, fighting cancer. So we want to encourage everybody to come out to that game. It's a girls-boys doubleheader, correct?
Yes, absolutely. It's Riggs. He's a child of a former player, Sarah Dinsmore, played back here a few years ago. It's her son, and just a great opportunity to come out and support a member of our community. I also want to say, kind of along the same lines, it was great to see Stephanie Sparks here tonight. Thaddeus Moore. She's been battling health issues, and it was great to see her be able to be here, and just happy that she was able to do that.
Coach McCormick, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Austin, for joining us with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coach's Comment Show. We'll be back with stats and the Name Our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game when we continue the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right after this.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
What an exciting game it was, Phil. Tell us about all the stats.
Yes, for this early in the season, and I know it's the end of December, but this was a great game. Of course, this is always a great rivalry. Down 32, 5 miles difference between the two schools. It was North Adams victorious over Peebles here on North Adams home court by a score of 63-54. So we're going to look at Peebles first. They ended up with 7 gentlemen getting in the scoring column tonight. They had 3 of those with double figures. Grady Kennelty had 4 points. All those were from the field. Carson Reed with 8 points. He had 4 from the field, 4 for 6 from the foul line. Bo Johnson, a single point, 1 for 2 from the foul line. Paxton Ryan with 6 points. He had 4 of those in the third quarter, 1 in those baskets in the first quarter. And then we had Garrett Shively with 11. He was the designated fouler there in that last quarter. Ended up with 4 fouls. He had 11 points. He had a single 3-point goal in the third quarter. And then we had Hayden Browning with coming off the bench tonight. He had 2 threes in the first quarter. Ended up with 12 points, 2 for 2 from the foul line. And Josh McClary with 10 points. He had 2 twos in the third quarter. He was 2 for 4 from the foul line. McClary was right at his average. He averaged 12.8. Hayden Browning well over his average. He'd been averaging 4.8. And Garrett Shively had been averaging 9. He ended up with 8 for the Indians. The Indians were 5 for 23 from beyond the arc for the game, 21%. In the second half, they were 7 for 16 inside the arc, 43%, 16 for 21 overall. 16 for 26, overall inside the arc, 61%. And in a losing effort, that's a pretty good percentage. 9 for 14 from the foul line, 64%. Overall, they were 21 for 49 from the field, 42%. And Ken, this was a very clean game. 7 turnovers for the Indians and only 6 for the Green Devils, according to the way I was keeping those. So that was pretty good, I thought, for this level of basketball. And I thought the officials did a great job of controlling stuff.
I would agree. I thought this was a really well-called game. I thought it was very much in control. And I also agree that both teams did a pretty good job taking care of the basketball.
Yes. And for this early in the season, I know both teams are growing a little bit. New coach for North Adams, Josh, pretty young team. Not a lot of big boys this year for Peebles, but like I said, it was a great game. Okay, for the victorious Green Devils, they also had 7 players get in the scoring column, 3 of those with double figures as well. Caleb Diatley with a single 2-point goal for his 2 points. Then we had Carson Osborne with 5 single 3-point goal in the third quarter. Connor Rogers we'll come back to Connor in a moment, actually. Connor Young with 5 points, single three-point goal in the third quarter as well. And I misspoke. We had 4 players for North Adams in double figures. With 10 points, we had Carson Davis, all of those from inside the arc. Pretty well spread out in the second and fourth quarters for those. And then we had Jace Roswell with 13. He had a single three-point goal in the final quarter. He was 4 for 6 from the foul line for his total of 13 points. And then we had 2 gentlemen with 14. We had Breeston Schweikert, ended up with 14 points. He had a single three-point goal in the third quarter. And also Connor Rogers with 14 points. He had 4 three-point goals. 2 of those were in that first quarter. Single 2-point goal, 0 for 2 from the foul line for his 14, for their total of 63. And it was pretty obvious at the beginning of the game that the Peebles defense was going to keep Mr. Schweikert in control, and he only had 2 points at halftime. So they had done a very good job with that, and then he ended up with 7 of his 14, ended up in that fourth and final quarter. As far as shooting statistics, in the second half, Peebles was 7 for 15 from inside the arc, 46%. Overall for the game, they were 17 for 30, 56%. From beyond the arc, 7 for 26, 26%. Overall, 24 for 56, 42% from the field. Now, they were 5 for 16 from the foul line, 31%. I'm sure Coach McCormick would like to see that number go up quite a bit. And we already talked about the turnovers. North Adams only with 6. And again, Peebles with 7. So again, here tonight at North Adams High School, it's the homestanding Devils victorious over the visiting Peebles Indians by a score of 63-54.
We're going to take one final break and be back to wrap things up with the Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game right after this as we complete the Willie and Son Trucking postgame.
Southern Ohio Tire, your trusted partner for all your automotive and farm needs. Whether it's your car, truck, or even your tractor, Southern Ohio Tire has you covered. From in-shop fixes to on-the-go roadside service and even farm visits, the expert team at Southern Ohio Tire will keep you running strong. Call Southern Ohio Tire today at 937-763-6446 and experience their professional difference. That's 937-763-6446. Southern Ohio Tire. Let them keep you rolling.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an eye-catching 1.5-story cabin-style home on State Route 770 near the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan has an eat-in kitchen, wraparound porch, and full walkout basement, plus 11 acres with mature woodland, trails, and stocked pond. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
Tadlock Trailer Sales has been selling and servicing trailers for over 35 years. They offer a variety of new and used trailers, plus Dixie Chopper, Simplicity, and Bad Boy lawnmowers. They also sell trailer and mower parts and accessories. Check out their large selection of trailers and mowers on display at 5645 Sterile 125 in West Union. They'll gladly answer all your questions. Looking to rent a trailer? Call and see what's available at 937-544-2851. Tadlock Trailer Sales, family owned and operated.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Your shack games around the area. Phil, Snappy Tomato.
Like I said, this game here was just a good hard rivalry between these two teams just up and down the road from each other.
I think this is right up there. I've seen another good game like this already this season, so this is right on par with that as one of the best games I've seen.
Yeah, and like you folks on the air or listening to us heard, it was a well-officiated game. Actually, seemed like there was a lot of fouls, but there wasn't. They were spread out, and nobody tried to kill anybody or anything like that. We could have given it to players on both sides as far as that goes. The folks that we were considering here from North Adams, we had Jace Rosswell with 13. Played a good floor game as well. Connor Rogers, great floor game. Connor Young started again, gave Coach Alston a lot of good time. Carson Osborne, he was sort of in foul trouble after that third quarter. Ended up with only 5 points, but that was not indicative of the game that he played. And Brishton Schweikert, of course, came through in that fourth quarter for 14. But tonight, our Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and the Seaman player of the game and the C103 player of the game is going to be Mr. Connor Rogers of the North Adams Green Devils.
Yeah, Connor really stepped up, played beyond his normal role this evening. Early in the basketball game, what do you have, 8 points in the first quarter?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 points. That's half of North Adams' points. They had 19 points. He had half of their points. What did I say? Did I not say Connor Rogers?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But he only averaged 6.4.
Oh, that's what you're pointing at.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'm talking about, though, is the fact he had 8 points in the first quarter, half of North Adams' points, and then came late in the game to get 2 more three-point shots when they were badly needed. And, Connor Rogers, excellent game. By the way, everybody you talked about at times had some beautiful plays.
Exactly.
We saw some really neat stuff here tonight. Well played, guys. Both teams. Great game. Connor Rogers, though, will be your Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Stick with us again. Sarah Rigdon is going to have your Higgins Steel Roofing studio update when we go back to the studio. I want to thank Matt Hildebrand for engineering everything on the TV side. For Phil Ronimus, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Shack Basketball on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding, family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Dad, I have way too many people to shop for and not enough time.
Well, how about we take care of your entire list in a snap? We'll just stop by any Snappy Tomato Pizza and pick up some gift cards. We could customize them to the amount you want, and they make the perfect stocking stuffers.
Yeah, Snappy gift cards would be great for my friends, family, and teachers.
Hey, and don't forget your old man.
Well, I guess I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Snap it